How you guys all doing tonight? Everybody all right? Good? Good. My name is Killa Priest. If you never heard of me before, I'm a famous rapper. No, really though, I'm kidding. My name's Rocco Anderson. I'm from a faraway place called Westchester, born and raised. So besides that wonderful story about the tattoos, I got a little tattoo story of my own. You guys ever seen Jurassic Park? Anybody? Yeah. Favorite movie of mine growing up as a kid. You know, being a little 4-year-old boy, I watched it every day for about 6 years straight, every day. Couldn't get enough of it, so I guess I'm pretty much a paleontologist at this point. But anyway, the story begins, I was 16 years old, and one of my childhood friends who started getting into tattoos, being the bad kid, you know, he asked if I wanted to go get a tattoo, and I wanted to hop on this opportunity because, you know, 2 years, like, that's forever. I couldn't wait that long. So he tells me we're going to go to this shop in Upper Darby, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll drive. So one thing leads to another, the closer and closer we get, he goes, oh, well, my buddy can't do it anymore, but my other friend's going to help us out. So I'm thinking, okay. So we end up in West Philadelphia. I don't know if you guys have ever been there before. It's not the nicest place in the world. And he tells me we got to wait for his friends. So I'm sitting there, you know, just listening to my music. And these 5 hoodlums start walking up to the car. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, my God, I'm going to get shot. I'm done. Like, this is the end of little Bob. I'm going to have to tell Judy. She's going to be so upset at me. But they were his friends. His friends get in the car, and they're like, all right, let's go to the shop. So I'm driving these kids around. I guess they weren't really used to having a car before because I took them everywhere from literally, I'm not lying, grocery shopping to Rite Aid to get, you know, I was buying them cigarettes because none of them had an ID. So after this miserable drive, I finally ended up at the shop. I'm driving down some street in West Philadelphia, and there's this little girl playing on the side of the street. She looks at me driving by slow, you know, I don't want to hit her. She throws a ball at my car, calls me a cracker, and laughs. And I'm like, oh my God, where the hell am I right now? So we eventually park, and we're walking down the street, and I'm noticing this doesn't look like a shop. This is somebody's house. I'm like, all right, whatever. Maybe he's working in his house. Nothing wrong with that. So I walk in, and there's one couch. It looked like an insane asylum. There's one couch. There's crap all over the walls. There's like Scarface, Al Pacino's hanging up there. And he sits me down in his kitchen while his wife's making food. He's like, all right, what do you want? I'm like, oh my God. So back to the dinosaur thing. I was originally going to get a dinosaur on my arm because it was my dream to be a paleontologist. So he goes, okay. And I'm sitting there after what seemed like an eternity for 4 hours. This guy's just digging into my arm. I'm trying to be tough, you know, little 16 me. Barely got a mustache on. And yeah, long story short, it doesn't really look that good. I don't know if you guys can see it, but kind of looks like I have a wiener on my arm with some scarring. And so yeah, that's a constant reminder to me to think before you do something, and don't get tattoos in West Philadelphia.